fighting with my bangs at the end there. I trimmed them and now they're at an awkward length where they don't sit right. I should have left them longer. Because typically while my hair is air drying, I just tuck it behind my ears and that gives it a bit of shape. But if it's too short, when you untuck, the hair will just swoop forward like tusks. So I tried to give it some curl, but then it was just sticking out sideways. And so now we're just gonna deal with whatever this is. To be fair, my hair probably will be tucked behind my ear later anyway, while I'm working on coloring book stuff, because that's what I want to focus on mainly. But man, my walk earlier, fall is here, people. It's starting to feel autumnal out there with the leaves changing colors, leaves falling. I don't want them to fall yet though. Like, change colors and then drop. A lot of trees are still green. You must all change colors at the same time. Oh, and look at this picture I got on a walk last week. There were a bunch of ladybugs on the trees and I thought this looked so pretty, and it's giving me art inspo. Like, I could draw something with the really textured bark, the ladybugs, the colorful leaves. And then today I got this picture of the choke cherry bushes or whatever they are. I think they're choke cherries. They've got a pit, but just the colors and the speckles on the leaves. And it's only gonna get more beautiful. And then it's gonna turn into a frozen wasteland. Oh, also the fountains were off during the walk, and so the water was like glass and you can see the houses and trees reflected in the water. I love that. It just looks really pretty, and also it feels like there are twice as many trees when you see them in the reflection. Okay, now I'm gonna go over a couple scheduling things. Next Tuesday there will not be a vlog because I'm only able to film one this week, which is the one you're watching now, so I'll post that for Friday. You know that, you're watching it. But yeah, I won't have a Tuesday one next week. We had family visiting over the weekend. My mom came up on Friday and spent a couple nights, and Christian's parents came up on Sunday. They had a bit of overlap at one point, and Christian's parents stayed over till Monday. So that was a nice little weekend of family visits. Schedule thing number 2, the day this vlog is going up, October 3rd, it's my birthday. I'm doing a birthday stream on Twitch because I stream every Friday. But it's gonna be the monthly drinking stream, a little birthday party extravaganza. It's gonna be kind of just like a normal drinking stream, honestly. I do those most months. I don't get to it every single month. Like, I don't think there was a September one. But yeah, I'll be on Twitch like the entire day. Please finish watching the vlog first and leave a comment here while you're at it. I like to joke that you can't show up to the Twitch stream until you've watched the vlog in full and left at least one comment. Now, I do have more to say, but considering I'm working on the coloring pages today, I might as well start on that and I can chat while I'm working. The iPad is being bad where it's charging to about 92% and then it stops charging. Yeah, right now it's plugged in and says, not charging. I was looking at this ducky artwork because someone said there was a mistake in it, but I kind of forget what they said it was. I can't find it. I gotta look at the comment again. Okay, it took me forever to find the comment because I didn't know which vlog it was on. There's an overlap in the lines on one of the lotus flowers, very top right corner, a leaf and the center overlap. Like this center overlaps with a petal? Maybe it's something that was fixed after the footage cut off. I don't know! Because then there's the lily leaf, but that doesn't overlap with anything. I'm just gonna assume past me caught it and fixed it because I'm not seeing anything. I've been leaving some of the more complicated ones for last, and we're at the point where I have to hit them up. Maybe we got to do forest cuddles. But yeah, I have not made as much progress on this as I thought. I thought maybe I could outline them all within 2 weeks, and I think it's been close to 2 weeks. And I'm still on the first section because I split the artwork into groups of 10. So this document has 10 illustrations in it. Although one is corrupt. The tulip bun, for some reason, it's corrupt. So and I've brought it in twice now. So I might just have to outline that one in Photoshop instead. Oh, I think I deleted the layer. It's gone. But I do have the more detailed ones left, so it's gonna take a while. But how many I'm gonna get done today if they're all the detailed ones? Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about is Canada Post. So they've been on strike for a while, and they just escalated their strike action to a full work stoppage with no warning. Like, even the workers didn't know it was about to happen. It was very sudden. Obey me. Now, luckily, a lot of my packages were not affected. There are a few that are stuck. I think just the Canadian ones. It seems like all the international ones made it out of the country in time. Okay, now I'm second guessing how pointy that one is. Redoing, restart. But obviously this affects the impending shop update because I've been pushing it off for so long and I need it to go out. I'm waiting for the whole Canada Post ShipStation integration to work with the new Zonos stuff, because that was supposed to be like a couple weeks thing and it's been longer than that, and I'm waiting for that so that I can streamline order packing, because ShipStation is the website I use to ship out all the orders. And so I don't want the shop update to happen without Americans. That's been part of the delay, and I feel like I'm just waiting on news any day now for that integration to be complete. But now Canada Post is fully on strike, not working at all. So I don't know. Like, of course there's Chit Chats as a backup, but that's not as good of a backup as it once was because of how they have to handle the US tariffs. But it's still technically doable. It's going to take more work on my end just to set things up, because I'm going to have to make a product spreadsheet to import into Chit Chats, and it's going to have to include the manufacturer address for every single item, because that's something they need, is the address of where each item was manufactured. And also every item needs a country of origin sticker, so everything needs a sticker on it that says made in Canada, made in China, whatever. And so I would have to prep a bunch of product with that. But like it's at least doable. It's not ideal because Chit Chats does not have a way for the shipping rates to show at checkout. So I can't charge you the exact shipping amount. And so I just have to eat the difference. Like, some packages are slightly cheaper on Chit Chats, and some are vastly more expensive, especially to certain international countries. I ran into that last time. Like when they did the last time there was a work stoppage last year. And so there's orders I'm going to just end up losing money on because I don't know which destinations are affected. Okay, I'm going to have to do this in 2 pieces. I can't get that line. And another major annoyance is they don't do pickups. So we have to drive the products to Chit Chats, and it's not that close. And there was a location a little closer to us, but they closed it. And so it's just a pain in the butt. At least I can send Christian. Like, I don't have to run them necessarily. But it takes over an hour to get there and back. And so it's not the best. But that might be our only option in the meantime. I don't know. But also, I have a meeting with Canada Post today. And they're going to give me updates about the strike and ShipStation, they said. I doubt there's really much to say about the strike because, you know, no one really knows what's going on. It's just, oh, this side put forth an offer and the other side is going to review it. And like, okay. Any update's really just a non-update. But I'm so curious what he's got to say about the ShipStation integration. Is it ready? The amount of times I grab a eraser instead of the pen. Okay, there we go. The brush. Actually, no, I don't like that one. I'm being too picky. Respond. Please respond. I'm just wondering if I should use a thinner line art for this one. Start from scratch. Because the more detailed ones are going to need thinner lines, especially gazebo cats. So I'm using a 5% brush. Should I go down to 4 or 3? Yeah, I kind of think I want 4. Redo. Okay, I'm caught back up to where I was, but with thinner lines now. Woo! I will be shocked if some kind of agreement between Canada Post and the union happens because, you know, this has been ongoing for so long. They've been without a contract for 2 years. If they can't come to an agreement within 2 years, what's going to make them suddenly come to one now? Like, and you know, I would like to keep using Canada Post. I've tried a lot of different shipping services, and it's just what works best for my business. So that's what I'm going to keep using. And, you know, especially because I have a lot of orders that go outside the country. And this is the way for my customers to pay the fewest duties. Using a courier, it would be insane brokerage fees. Like, we're not doing that. Because if I only shipped within Canada, sure, I could use like Purolator or something. But even using Purolator, as soon as it crosses the border to the US, they hand it off to UPS. And you know my beef with UPS. And way overcharging people, completely price gouging their own insane fees on top of the tariffs. It's just, oh God. And it pisses me off when people don't think Canada Post workers deserve more pay or benefits because it's a low-skill job, as if that matters. It's our national postal service. It's essential. Oh my God, this screen. My screen's on strike. Now, I do think the union's going to have to concede on some structural changes to the business because they have to modernize, especially if they want to support higher wages and benefits. Something has to change. But it just makes me so angry online seeing so many sentiments that are like, they don't deserve this job. Anyone can work this job. Everyone deserves to make a good living wage, especially an essential service. Like, you're not better just because you went to school for a few years. A lot of degrees are bullshit these days anyway. Like, a lot of professions deserve higher wages. And honestly, I think the postal workers are one of them. How about we have less corporate greed and pay employees more across the board, across all jobs? Just because you're suffering from low wages doesn't mean everyone else has to. This screen is going to be the other reason why I can't get this thing done. Usually it acts up for a while at the beginning of my session and then it smartens up. And it'll do this less frequently, but the beginning is always the struggle. And this is only recent too. And I don't really use my iPad enough to warrant buying another one. But right now I'm using it a lot because I'm working on the coloring book, obviously. Oh, that's a cute center. Just like a little triangle thing. Or not triangle, but a three-pointed. I'm sure it's got a name. Okay, no, the lag's driving me nuts. I purposely wanted to do this on my iPad so I could move around the house, work on it upstairs, which I do. But I have another option for that. My sketchbook, do it by hand. No. My Mobile Studio Pro. She's dusty in this drawer. Ah! This is a Wacom tablet that is a standalone computer. You don't have to hook it up to a computer. Oh my God. She was sitting on the iPad just now. She undid up to there. I better be able to redo. Where's the UI? If it was allowed to undo that many times, I'm sure I'm allowed to redo that many times. Sabotaging me. Okay, there we go. Anyway, nice thing about Procreate is it does have all touch gestures, which typically I'm not a fan of, but for on the move, that is nice. I feel like it's slower and angers me at times. I just want to use keyboard shortcuts. But of course, having a keyboard makes it less portable. Because if I'm going to use the Wacom Mobile Studio Pro, I'm going to use it with Photoshop with a keyboard. And I do have a wireless keyboard now. I bought this one for product photos, plus I knew it would come in handy in other situations. This could be one of those situations. Ideally, I would use a smaller one with the Mobile Studio Pro. This has full number pad, which I need for order packing. So that's why I got one with full number pad. I almost need another one without full number pad for Photoshop. But I think I'm going to boot it up and open Photoshop, bring my file over there, and use that to make this coloring book because the iPad is misbehaving. Oh, and the glove, I just made it. I had a little black glove that I cut the fingers off of, but I don't know where that is. I thought I had more drawing gloves, but those are actually just compression gloves. But this came with like a figure or something that I bought. I think the Link statue just helps the hand glide on the screen a bit better. I made an effort to do my hair today and I feel like it's a scraggly mess. It doesn't help that recently I wore a necklace that ripped out a bunch of the hairs back here. Maybe I should just go give it a quick curl. And in the meantime, I can get this charging up a bit. And she's curled. The little broken pieces underneath are still driving me nuts. I'm throwing out the necklace that did that to me. But yes, let's boot up the Mobile Studio Pro and get the file opened over there. Oh my gosh, I was closing internet tabs that were still open from before. This is a virtual tour of our house. This is our bedroom. There's the weird zebra chair. Animal print curtains, animal print bed. It was all over the whole house, let me tell you. Oh yes, the little mirror, the little cheetah print mirror. I bet you as soon as I leave this page, I'm not going to be able to look at it any further. This little curtain in the closet, zebra print stripe at the top. Something animal print in there. They sure love their animal print. Everything needs to update. Interestingly, the latest Photoshop is not compatible. But I can download this one. Update! I have the computer updated with most things. So many programs and bits and bobs had to be updated. But it's good, and I did a little bit of the outlining. There's the slightest bit of lag with the pen in Photoshop on that thing, but it's really not bad at all. But I had to stop because it was just about time for my meeting with Canada Post, so I just had that. And as I suspected, there wasn't much to say about the strike. And then for the ShipStation Zonos integration, it's in effect. It's ready. I can try linking it right now, which I'm going to do. And my rep wants to hear back just to see if I had any issues with it or see if it all went well. Make sure it's up and running. So I'm going to do that. The sad part is I can't ship through Canada Post right now. Because that was the one thing I was delaying my shop update for, was this integration, and now we're not even going to use it at all. Like, I'm just going to have to move forward, I think, and do the shop update through Chit Chats, take a hit on shipping in some areas, because I don't want to keep pushing it back, especially because I plan to release more, like, a month or so later after this shop update, because I don't want to release stuff too close to Christmas. Like, ideally, the latest I would release something is November 1st. It's currently October 1st. But yeah, for the manufacturer's address, like, for example, the clothing, I have it set to made in Canada because when I was Googling how you do country of origin for decorated clothing, it said that wherever you decorate it, you can have that as the country of origin. So my stuff was just made in Canada. But then, like, I was looking with Chit Chats and they had some rules listed because, like, everything has changed now with the US tariffs. There's more information you need to have for your shipments and stricter enforcement on things. And it specifically said that for decorated clothing, the country of origin has to be where the clothing was made. And so, for example, I have some sweatshirts by Independent Trading Co. And some of those, like for the exact same style of crew neck, let's say, some are made in China, some are made in Pakistan. So that product has two different countries of origin. And so if I build out a spreadsheet to be like, here's this product's country of origin, I'd have to manually edit it depending exactly which sweatshirt I'm sending out. Plus, like, where the heck is their factory? Independent Trading Co. is not going to tell me where their factories are, like the exact street address. I mean, maybe they would. I don't know. But, like, am I just going to have to make up an address? That would be fraud. But how would you know the factory, the address of the factory where that was made? And then I also will need country of origin stickers on all the products that are going to the US. Does that mean I need to put a sticker on my bookmarks? Maybe I have to, like, put them in a sleeve and then put the country of origin on a sleeve. But that means I can't mix products in the same sleeve. I'd have to have one sleeve with just the bookmarks, a sleeve with just the stickers, a sleeve with this. I mean, stickers, I could put a little sticker on the back side because it doesn't matter the back side of a sticker. And I suppose for an art print, that's not too bad either. A little sticker on the back. But it is supposed to be on the products. It's not supposed to be like, you can't just print off a list and be like, the bookmarks were made here, the prints were made here. You can't do that. It has to be on the products. So, because technically that already exists on the label. It will show on the shipping label, it'll be like, bookmark, here's the HS code, made in this country, and here's the value of it. Like, all that information is on the shipment, like on the label for the shipment. But now you need more. But the country of origin stickers are not a requirement if I ship it through the postal service. But if I ship through Chit Chats, it is a requirement, as well as the manufacturer address. So I'm going to have to build up like another spreadsheet and try to figure out the address thing. But the second the strike is over, I'm going back to Canada Post. Usually Chit Chats is such an easy alternative, but with the whole tariff stuff, it's like extra hurdles. But yeah, I just can't I can't delay things any longer. And we're kind of at the point where I should commit to a date. Oh, also, I'm going to have US shipping back on, I think, by the time you're watching this vlog. That way I can at least do some test orders before the big launch. Oh, and speaking of that, I sent a test package to my sister to see what items made it across tariff-free. And the answers are sticky notes, because they're made in the USA. So those cross tariff-free. And then the art prints and the bookmarks. And my coloring book would also qualify. Like, I sent a printed book to her. That's not one I made. It was like a Dark Souls book. That made it across tariff-free, because books are supposed to be tariff-free. But that doesn't apply to the sketchbooks or notebooks. But I tested in Zonos with the coloring book, and it shows it's going to be tariff-free. So at least there's that. So yeah, sticky notes, art prints, bookmarks, and upcoming coloring book, which is not going to be part of the shop update. It's going to be later in the year if I can get it out in time. So I guess I'm going to spend tomorrow, well, one, editing, but also working on spreadsheets. Whoa! See, now I'm just wondering, what if I wait till I just drop everything November 1st? Because that way I could have the coloring book done by then, hopefully. Like, if I do all the art within the next week and a half to 2 weeks, and then account for production time. Although I also need to order a sample. What if I go extra hard on the coloring book and have it done within the next week? Although I'm busy Friday and Saturday. Anyway, I'm not going to commit to a shop update date just yet. It's tempting to do it sooner rather than later, because it's been a while since I've had one, and like, it's not worth it to drive to Chit Chats if I have to drop off one package, you know? Order volumes are really low right now because US shipping is off, combined with, you know, another shop update is about to come up. And I just had a lot of international and Canadian orders with the sale I held last month. So it's the kind of that dead time where it's like, should I just close down my shop for a little bit? Or do I just hurry up and release stuff? As of right now, I'm undecided. So keep an eye out on social media. Maybe I'll have an answer by the next Friday's vlog. The timing is just messed up all around. Ugh. Okay, the Zonos integration, easy. I just go in my carrier settings in ShipStation and add the Zonos key. There's a spot to add that now. Don't know how many days that was there, but it's all up and running. Except I can't buy Canada Post labels. But it is actually quite nice to draw on. The brush tool's behaving very nicely. Especially the pressure sensitivity. Didn't realize how bad it was on my iPad. And yes, I've messed with the brush settings in Procreate. Could never get it to quite behave how I wanted to. And I don't have to worry about my pen battery dying, because Wacom pens don't use batteries. Oh, and you guys suggested in the comments that I get a mannequin for product photography, like for the apparel specifically. And I was like, yeah, maybe I should. And then I looked up some on Amazon, and you can get them for like $100 or less, which is nuts. They don't fully articulate. They really just have their the shoulders that spin, but you can't move the elbows or wrists or anything. It's a very basic mannequin, but that's all I need. So I did order one. Is that coming today? Oh wait, no. It said October 3rd to 5th or something. I don't know. It wasn't a prime item, so it'll take a little longer to get here, but that's fine. When did you do it? Oh, really? Is that comfy? Oh, we made fun of her. She moved. Oh, that took forever. I think I got everything. And that's how it looks with the color layer off. I didn't draw anything in for the transition from ground to background because I don't want it to look too messy, and you can just, you know, use your imagination. Not everything needs a harsh outline anyway, so yeah, oh my goodness. I don't even want to know how long Gazebo Cats is gonna take me. Also, Squeaky Seamstress, very high detail, and technically I do have digital line art of this already, but when I did this illustration, I used a textured sort of pencil or charcoal textured brush. So the lines are very textured, and I do sell this as a coloring page in my shop with those textured lines, but I want it crisp and matching everything else for the coloring book, so I'm gonna have to redo it. Why, cruel world? Gazebo Cats is just too fresh in my mind because that's the most recent art piece, so I'm thinking I'll do this one next. These straight lines are giving me flashbacks because I am not holding down shift to do a straight line, okay? These are fully hand drawn, a little squiggly. I don't want them to look perfect, but also they have to still look good. She's been demanding pets. She's done napping for the afternoon. It's pet me time, yes. I decided I do want a small keyboard because lugging the other one around is going to be too much. And keyboards are so cheap these days. And I think this one's Bluetooth without a dongle. Because right now I've got this situation going on. And look, it's pink. I'm taking this show on the road and going upstairs. So this will be the test of how well this works on the couch upstairs. Like, not the main floor couch, in the cozy corner. I mean, like, in the loft. And just a little side-by-side comparison of the size difference. I've got this little table thing that swivels. I have to put my laptop on it, stuff like that. But now where do I put the keyboard? Because if it's in my lap, I need the left hand, but I'm left-handed. I have this lap art station thing, because when this is sitting on the table, it's too far away. Set it on the lap, and then keyboard is on the table. Okay, this is the stupidest keyboard ever. I'm returning it. As I pointed out, the control key's not in the corner. They got function and control swapped. There's no control key on this side, so if I'm trying to do like a control plus and minus to zoom, it's not working. So I've temporarily remapped it to control W, control Q. And then there's no escape key. This is a home key. It'll open up Google. So, what is wrong with this keyboard? I've already ordered a different one, and it'll be here in the morning. We're watching The Circle. Not The Circle. Love is Blind. It's now the next morning, 8:40 in the morning. And look what already arrived. That was an early morning delivery. I was looking at this one originally, but I was like, oh, I don't know if I want round keys. Plus there were some cheaper keyboards. But you know what? Should have just gone with it to start. The control key's in the corner as it should be, and then function is next to it. We have an escape key, woo! And we have control on this side. It's still 2 buttons, but one is mapped to be control. Because on the other keyboard, there were 2 Windows keys. And who the hell needs 2 Windows keys? Even my big keyboard doesn't have 2 Windows keys. My full-size keyboards don't even have 4 buttons here. It's just 3. It's the Control, Windows, and Alt. So hitting Alt, I might still mess up a little bit, but I don't use Alt key that much. Maybe like a color picker, but it's, you know, right now I'm working on a coloring book. I don't need Alt at all. So tiny and cute. Batteries included. I just finished up Squeaky Seamstress because I didn't finish it yesterday. Oh my gosh, what a job. That was nuts. It's a lot of detail, it's a lot of straight lines, but I did it. Now let's hide the art layer. Woo, oh! I'm missing the shoulder. There we go. And I purposely left out patterns because it's just gonna get very detailed. Plus it gives you the option to put in your own pattern. Like maybe you want to transform this to be Halloweeny and spooky. I don't know. And notice some more lines. So that's 2 of the really detailed pieces done. It's all I got done in this vlog, but They were big jobs. I'm trying to not beat myself up about it because I thought I would get more done. Now, about the shop. My shop's been closed the last couple days because I was working on it. I don't have to close it to edit the theme and stuff, but I kind of just like to because you can just duplicate the theme and work on the offline version. I do duplicate just in case I royally mess something up because I do go into the code to edit some stuff because the theme's pretty customizable, but there's extra stuff where you gotta tweak code and I don't know how to code. Okay, so I just fumble around. I try Googling stuff and then those solutions don't work for my theme, so I'm trying to dig around and find stuff. Anyway, on Tuesday I had revamped the website, so I want to show you what it looks like. So, Baylee J. I haven't updated the banner yet to new products just because, you know, I'll do that once the products drop, but I'm going to miss the cute stationery. Like, I might put this back after the shop update because the colors, these match my branding perfectly. Anyway, one of the main things I revamped is I changed the menu so it's a little bit different. I have to keep it limited, otherwise the word discounted appears underneath like this. Because I wanted the digital downloads on their own header, but I don't know. I might mess with that later. For now, I just try to keep it simple. Like decor and more now just says decor to keep it shortened. Instead of saying all products, it says all. Because I added in books and prints separately as their own menu item. So the way these drop downs work is you don't have to select from down here. You can just click on the word stationery and it'll bring you to all the stationery, or you could do a specific category. So sketchbooks and notebooks kind of on here twice because it's under stationery but also under books. I want books as its own thing, but these are of course stationery items, so they should also be in the stationery collection. But once the coloring book drops, it'll be in this category as well. Bookmarks is also on here twice because it's under stationery. It's not really a stationery item. I'm not sure, but I just put it there anyway, and it's under more. I put sticky notes in its own category. It's no longer lumped with notepads because it's not part of the new notepad deal, which I'll talk about in a second. But I also made it so it removes the digital downloads from the notepad section because, again, I don't want the deal to apply to those. So the digital downloads are just under digital downloads. It was called printables before. Also, on the home page, instead of just showing featured products, it's now categories. The collections is what they're called. That way I can kind of advertise the deals for the ones that have deals, and it's just another easy way to navigate, I guess. Because we have more of the categories laid out here compared to the menu at the top, which requires drop downs. So that's what that looks like. Now on mobile, it shows the pictures one wide, which I don't like. I want it to show two. I want it to be too wide, so I'm going to have to edit the code for that. I haven't gotten around to that. But you can see some items are buy 5, get the 6th free. This is a discount that's automatically applied at checkout. And it applies to art print, stickers, notepads, and washi tape. You do have to buy 6 of the same item type, like 6 notepads or 6 washi. And it does stack, so you could get 12 washi and 2 of them would be free. Or you could get 6 of this, 6 of this, 6 of this. It's up to you. And for notepads, it includes planner pads and regular notepads. But it'll automatically discount the cheaper item. So if you have like 5 normal washi and then a B grade washi, the B grade is going to be the one that gets discounted. I don't know if it's too busy that I have 2 images per graphic. So like it says books, but we got 2. Is that too busy? On mobile, it kind of looks busy, but I gotta tweak how it appears on mobile. And for the deals, I kind of want something where you click stickers. Now you're in the stickers category. I want it to promote the deal at the top without making the header area too big. Like, I don't think I can get it to display right next to this empty space, but it'd be nice if there was something there promoting the deal. But yeah, that's the new website layout. We'll give that a try. And I want the shop to reopen tomorrow, the day this vlog goes up, and it would be nice if it's also open for Americans, because like I was saying earlier, I need to reopen it to the US before the big update just so I can get some test orders in, make sure everything's good. So I'm gonna have to spend today working on spreadsheets and stuff, working on the pricing for all the products, because pricing is going up for Americans to include the tariffs, but for every other country the prices are staying the same, don't worry. So different products have different tariffs on them, so I need to adjust the pricing accordingly. I was gonna do like a blanket increase, but considering there's some items that are completely tariff free, I have to go in like one by one and edit it. And then if I have time, start building out the Chit Chat spreadsheet and my ShipStation spreadsheet, all that good stuff. We're still playing things by ear, but yep, that's all the updates I have for you. That's the end of this vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.